Welcome to Gardening in My Backyard. My name is Stan Fan. We'll be finalizing the Pergodio garden today with the installation of these 3 water gardens made out of concrete. We have already taken out 2 wood forms of the 2 water gardens over there. So please join us in taking out the wood panels of this water garden. We have finished taking out the wood forms. We have now placed our aquatic plants, our conifers, our ground covers, and our ornamental grass in, on, and around our water gardens. So let's start digging and installing our concrete water gardens. Digging the hole was very fast. We put in our water garden and we built it with concrete. We think concrete gives it so much character. You can see the thickness of the water garden. It is so beautiful. I would even call this a mini swimming pool. We will not be surprised to see birds coming, having a drink, and even having a dip into our mini swimming pool. We're going to be planting all the plants, finishing the first water garden before starting the second one. We have finished planting our first water garden. We planted our juniperus. It's bonsai-like. We'll be trimming it back to make it even nicer. We're creating a mini garden, so we're choosing plants that will be small. So we're planting a silver sedum that will reach around 10 centimeters maximum and give yellow flowers in June and July. You have here a pine. If you let it grow, it will grow up to 1 meter high, but we'll be trimming it back to make it mini pine. And at the corner you have a Dodosperma cooperi, fuchsia flowers, exceptionally beautiful and delicate, and the stems are silver and green and almost cactus-like. In front you have some arenaria. I would call them moss that give mini white flowers in May and June. And in the corner you have a adruga. Those you don't often see. It's called black scallop. Exceptionally beautiful. That will give flowers in May and June. And between the water gardens, we will be planting this ornamental grass. It's called Ophiopogon, and it's between 20 and 30 centimeters high, giving pink flowers in July. We are now creating our water garden. We will have 3 kinds of plants. First one is a tropical plant. Its name is Cyperus haspan. It can reach up to 60 centimeters and it has beautiful flowers at the end of each stem. And as a tropical plant, it does not like winter, so you absolutely need to take it inside the house in winter, put it into a container without holes and fill it with water. And take it out in spring, put it back into its pot. We have 2 aquatic annuals here. This would commonly known as a water cabbage, water lettuce, or even now cabbage. It will reach even a bigger size, and the root system are quite long. Some will reach 50 centimeters, and you will see small fish hiding to their root system. And the smaller one is, it's called a water fern. Does not grow much bigger. This would be the maximum size, and it grows very fast, so you don't need a lot at the beginning. So let's start, put them inside their water garden. Our first water garden is now complete. We're really happy. I think that we could go out and buy some mini boats and have them float into our mini pond. So let's start our second water garden. We have dug that hole and it's now ready to receive all the plants in the water garden. The first plant we'll be planting is this beautiful Acer Dalmaton. The variety is Villa Tarento. Fine leaves, green with a touch of red. We have our water plants here. This is a tropical plant. Its name is Zephyrentes grandiflora. This is the maximum height we will have. Flowers coming out from June to August and pink flowers, really nice. And these two ones are native ones. This is zone 5. It's a Carex Bucca Nani. Name's always difficult. I can't remember them. I always have to go back and see, look at the tags. This is a bronze, brown, beige. Gives really a special look to the garden. And the native plants, what you can do in winter, if you have a big pond, a pond that has like 2 feet, you put them at the bottom and they will live through winter time without problems. If you do not have a pond, a deep pond like we do not have here, what we will do is dig a hole. At the nursery they recommend 60 centimeters, that would be 2 feet. I think that even at 40 centimeters usually the plants will live, but if you want to make sure, dig a hole of 2 feet and you can put a plastic or membrane or anything that will keep the water in the hole. Put your plants at the bottom and they will come back in springtime. We have another native plant here. This is zone 3. It's a Heliocharis acicularis, fine grass, and the height is around 20 centimeters. That would be 8-inch maximum. Gives a special look also. Ground covers in front, it will be the moss, and at the back we'll be putting this beautiful thyme, really compact, low, 2-inch, 5 centimeters, and the flower is a pink with a touch of a red and white in the middle. The last plant we'll be planting is this Abies Correa. The variety is a Horn's silver lock, silver and green, and when you look at it, you have the impression that there's arms coming out with fingers. Really a very nice look to it. So let's start installing our water garden. We have now finished our second water garden. This bronze calyx is absolutely beautiful and so gracious. The silver of the Abies and the yellow and the green of the ornamental grass in the back is complementing so well this bronze calyx. And when we look at this Japanese maple, we have the impression of looking at a bamboo tree. We will be keeping it tall, trim, and elegant. So let's start now creating our third and final water garden. The Abies Koreana that we planted at water garden number 2, commonly known as the Korean fir, will be switching places with this beautiful Juniperus lanka bonsai light. So we think with this change the water gardens will look even better. At the other end we have another conifer, commonly known as the cypress or false cypress, especially like the tip dipping down with yellow and green tip. And in the middle we'll be planting this Juncus spiralis, and I think that the name really reflects the way this plant is showing itself, spiraling outward. Will be reaching 45 centimeters. Right now it's at a little bit more than 30 centimeters. This is zone 5, so you will have to put it underwater before winter at around 60 centimeters. And on both sides, like in the water garden number 1, we will have some water ferns and some water cabbage or water lettuce or now cabbage. In front there will be moss. In the back we put the Lysimachia, that ground cover that is quite low also, that will be giving white flowers in spring. So let's start now building our water garden number 3. Water garden number 3 is now finished. We can say that the entire Bergholia garden is 100% complete. It was very challenging but extremely rewarding. Flowers are starting to come out. Clématite is showing all of its flowers, and the Veronica, Gassi are starting to showcase a little bit of their flowers. So thank you for watching Gardening in My Backyard, and see you next time.